Hey everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, looking back to Lovecraft country and the Secret World Legends. Snow. We're continuing our pursuit of Beaumont. Yes, it is Beaumont, but since there's some recording issues, I'll be referring to him as Beaumont in part of this recording. Please forgive me. But yeah, we've managed to secure the Academy. We're renewing the wards and dealing with some of Hayden Montag's dark past, but we still have to get Beaumont's situation under control. So, let's get to it.
Yes?
Ah, you're trailing our mythical weapon of mass destruction then? Oh aye, educated guess.
They're not too late, right?
I pure hope not. I have a reputation to uphold as the only thing that's Scottish and dangerous on the island. I should have called in the cavalry as soon as it turned up, but honestly, it caught me with my metaphysical knickers down. I had no idea what it was.
It's not like it's your fault, Miss Usher. No one's ever removed anything from the Academy before and gotten through the wards. In one piece.
That open day could have gone better. Anyway, I suspect whoever possesses the weapon lacks the knowledge required to use it, and they'll be looking for answers. The Illuminati built this place with secret passages and tunnels out the wazoo. Supposedly, all their records, covering centuries of occult lore, are kept in an archive, but the archive is hidden.
Wait, the one below the school?
Below the school? Oh, I pure hate it when I repeat things.
I kind of heard about this full-on Illuminati vault. Like, the seniors might have tried to crack the lock a few times, or something. You can see through the floorboards in the old block. I heard.
Ah, that Illuminati archive.
Tell me you're pulling my leg.
No. Well, I couldn't discount a manifestation of unconscious telekinesis.
Well then, there you are. The secret Illuminati archives. Lost to the ages.
Okay, and with that, let's get over to the old facility. Now, we did, if you recall, it was my belief that that facility was, in fact, guys, I'm sorry about that. I think you were trying to lure them in. My bad. But yeah, this is actually the original Academy down here, which means that the archives, of course, would be underneath of it. Again, putting them in the most obvious place. So yeah, this all is the modern facility, but back here is the old one. I'm guessing this is where they have the cramped offices and the mold under the walls and the facility just falling apart, but they can't abandon it because, you know, all the dead people in the walls. Anyways, catch you there in a moment. Okay, let's just, you know, yes, my new ability. I call this Satellite Strike. 3 waves, ice, electricity, and fire, and I have yet to see anything that works. Well, I'm guessing you worked here. I'm guessing the wards are preventing you from reanimating. Let's see what you got.
Quick access inventory updated.
Okay. Lots of mystery. Oh, here we go. Another one of these. Put the insignia in the right order. Lodges, watchful eye, bones of the opposers, and symbols. Okay, I'm sure we'll figure this out, but now I gotta find the vault. Okay. Might as well search what we can here, room to room. So these are the offices of the old wing. This must have been the original Academy before they built the new ones. Ooh, what's this? Ah, Templar Cross. Excuse me. Just how long do those employment contracts last? Are these guys literally bound to this place for eternity? Loose floorboards. Where is that? There we go. There we go. I thought that's what it is. Maybe there's a bunch of loose floorboards. Only one of them is right. Ooh, here we go again. I'm guessing poor construction. Look at all these loose boards. Nope, nothing. And the Masonic symbol. Again. Why can't we use the ones we got from before? Oh, right. and this is no place for children to learn. I don't care how psychotic they are. And I suppose the Illuminati would consider anybody who'd been eliminated by the specters and creatures roaming the halls as, you know, unworthy. That's just lazy thinking for my part. I mean, for their part. I mean, after all, you can lose a fight just by getting unlucky. Ooh, more loose floorboards. Not that knocking. Alright, what else we got? Ooh, more loose floorboards. And this is a very comfortable sitting room. I'm impressed. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, we found the vault. Don't know if we have all the objects yet. Do we have a map? No, we don't. So we've checked out both of these wings, and we're probably not going to be able to get back in here in order to be able to explore the rest of it, so... not sure when to exit. Anything back here? Nope. No hidden lore or anything like that. Let's see. Anything in here? Well, somebody private's office. Nice color. You know, I thought Illuminati was blue, but apparently red's old school, so I guess I have been wearing the old school colors. Go me. Okay. Oh, right. Hi. Seriously, you guys are just way too possessive of these possessions. Oh yeah, I'm surprised. Absolutely terrified. Oop, been in here before. Okay, any more things to loot? Anything to kill? No. Thing is, did Beaumont pop up in here yet, or am I just leading him to the treasure? You know, I hate that. The trope is called the MacGuffin delivery service, where the bad guy sends the hero to go do his dirty work for him. You know, because they think they're getting the stuff ahead of him, but he's really right behind him, letting the hero take everything, do all the work for him. It's just bloody lazy from my point of view. And the Scottish lady's rubbing off on me. When you really just can't be bothered to all the combat. Man, I knocked her into the next room. Okay, so I guess those are all the symbols and all the stuff you can get, and there's no lore that I found here. Of course, if I missed anything, I'll kick myself later. Which way was it? Yes, down here. Alright then. Let's open the damn vault. What the heck was that? Instructions again? Okay, Masonic lodges, watchful eye, bones of the oppressors, and symbols. Okay, so Masonic lodge first. No, that's not it. That's the eye, not the Masonic lodge. Which one's the lodge? Pyramid, Templar cross. Ah, there it is. Silly me. As we all know, the Masons secretly control the world. What? Oh, bloody hell. Stars, stars, under the stars. Star of David. There we go. There we go. And then the Masonic. And what was next? The bones of the oppressors. Okay, that wasn't it. No, that's not it. There we go. The rest of it is what? Watchful eye. Yeah, that's next. Silly me. Yes, no, that's not it. Now, if it takes much longer, I'll just jump cut. Okay, so Star of David, Lodge, Eye, Bones. Okay, so Star of David. The Lodge. To the Watchful Eye. It's got to be this, obviously. Okay, the Bones of the Oppressors. And their symbols, which would be the Templars. Our traditional enemies. Oh, great. I can resurrect here. Probably means there's a fight. Oh, hi, Beaumont. Fancy meeting you here.
I've been in exile for a very long time. I was forced by false prophets to flee my homeland in disguise, degrade myself by pretending to be something I'm not, to be much less than I truly am. I spent a long time cursing my kind, planning my revenge and victorious return. Eventually, I got on with my life, and now they're all dead and forgotten by those who once worshipped them. There's a lesson in there somewhere, I'm sure. Thing is, I'm ready to be myself once again. No more disguises. Their false prophecies perished with the White God. I'm free, and I don't plan on anything.
Oh,
or anyone changing that.
Sword of Light, is that?
It's beautiful, isn't it? And to think this thing was out there all along, while I wasted my time chasing a fucking hammer. I got what I came for, and I need to be moving on. Places to go, spells to cast, gods to wake. Spoiler alert, we'll fight, I'll win, you'll track me down again, just in time to watch your world tumble into chaos. Title scroll, lights come back up. Oh, wait, no, they won't. If I could kill you, I would. I really, really would. I don't like leaving matters unresolved. I do it cleanly and painlessly. None of the fancy stuff. I'm not that sort of villain. No stage magician. I take pride in my work. And I'm not afraid to get my hands filthy. But unless I grind you to a fine dust, the fucking bees will just whisk you away to safety. I've seen it happen enough times. I'll just make sure you're stuck here a while so that I can get on with things. Farewell.
So, was that his therapy session? Because, seriously, the vast majority of the stuff I do not care about. Now, Beaumont. I've been spoiled to his actual nature, but... Yep, can't get out, obviously. I've been spoiled to his nature, but he's obviously some old god in story that you know by this point who just simply... Oh, excuse me. Ooh. You guys are a little tougher. Decision on the observation of the Blue Ridge mine and power within. The Northeast Charter of Illuminati have agreed that acquisition and guidance of the Blue Ridge Mining Company is paramount to understanding the power and potential of the area. God, they were corporate back then in 1879. The material gains from mining the land, the ore, shall cover the cost of the operation. Vote was taken 172 yea to 116 nay, with 22 abstaining. After the appraisal of Mr. Frank Devore of New Jersey has been selected as foreman. Mr. Devore should be ushered to the outer circle of order into the Kingsmouth. He shall be given sufficient tutelage and manners of the occult to survive exposure to other lily powers. In the first case, importance should be maintaining profits from the mining operation. In the second case, we predict occult consequences within 2 years of breaking ground. The charters will reconvene to discuss the handling of these matters, which Mr. Dividor shall serve as our mine canary, which means if you die, they know something's wrong. Yeah, that's kind of how the Illuminati work. I'd be dead multiple times over if I wasn't immortal. Speaking of which... Whoa! And your little dog, too. Okay, so give me a moment. I hate it when people read over my shoulder. The table. The contents of the great history of the Academy. The tension over a sacred site. The native threats. The third meeting of the benefactors. Don't know who that is. The debate over curriculums. The symbols of the wards, the establishment of the private and public faces, the tale of the two schools, the fourth meeting of the benefactors. Page 19. Craft of spellcraft, the limits of exposure, the first test of the wards, sacrifices for security, the second test of the wards, the accepted methods of coercing volunteers. You cannot coerce a volunteer, just call them victims. The blood oaths of the staff, the mandates of recruiters, the trial affiliation or how to detect a Templar, the limiting of pupils, the rights of parents, probably not a lot of them, the benefits of corporal versus occult punishment, the first death on the grounds, the first feeding of the walls. Again, pretty much just the minutes of the first beginning of this school. Of course, which variation? Because I believe it's been stated by the bees that the area has burned down at least twice before. I mean, it's just to be expected. One of the problems... apparently I don't need that. One of the many problems. You know, if I could shoot fire, I might be able to melt that, but no, that doesn't work that way. Ah, more reading material. Excuse me. Oh, so cute when you think you can kill me. Alright, so some more reading material. October 1667. A determination hath been made. We shall settle here, a small island on the full... God, my accents are terrible. On the far northern coast of the world, the area is appropriately remote, the forest rich, and the sea bountiful and plenty. There is adequate proximity to all resources required to build and adequately distance the Templar armies. Remember, they got their butts kicked there in the 1660s by the Templars and had to run to here. America. The natural harbor is suitably sheltered and easily defensible. We shall call it Solomon Island. I am beyond honored. Mr. Fletcher reports an altercation with the local natives. A party was sent to explore and survey the mountains to the west side of the island, and the savages reacted with hostility. Furthermore, they shall assume the area holds a portion of significance and veneration within their heathen beliefs. April 1668. Lumber hath been harvested for construction of our first church. The church shall be the cornerstone of our community. R.I. May 1668. Another excursion braved inland into the mountains. The natives show a similar hostility and surprising ferocity. Ferocity? September 1668. Hostility to the natives temporarily subdued. Vowed to stay away from the sacred sites and holy mountains. For now. Okay, so I'm guessing this is, Solomon, founder of the island and of the American Illuminati. But... great, bugged. But, the question being... Ew. The question being, what exactly is in the mountains they were looking for? I'm kind of assuming... excuse me, I am not doing this with your noises. Yeah. You. The key to the island for the illuminated eye. It is clear from the markings circling the island that the Norsemen were here before us. Okay, and also the mass graves we've found. The runic instructions leave no doubt. Why they left and what other circumstances unclear. Why there is no record of this is also a mystery. Not true. Newfoundland has, ruins and such, and so probably does Maine. Not sure if anybody's looked for them. They appear to be left on good terms with the savages, and are frequently mentioned in their legends as saviors from the north, wielding the very power of the sun to extinguish darkness. The power of the sun, a weapon perhaps? This mystery item is strongly tied to all local legends as the key to the island. Our search has yielded nothing but further enigma. The search must continue, but it seems likely the Norsemen took it with them when they left. The legend bears similarity with Templar finds in the Celtic regions in general, and on the coast of Scotland is peculiar. Yeah. Vikings, traveled a lot. I should probably find out what the heck I'm supposed to be looking for in here. Just been, nice to catch up on the reading. Of course, Beaumont's getting away, but as we all know, everything tends to move at the speed of plot. Oh, great, so we have an entire second vault. If you were to try to find a prison to hold me, a library would probably be the best. Less creepy living dolls, however. Aha! Gods. Thank you. William Alnerton, Susanna Allerton, Frederick Beaumont. So, here we are. Edward Cooper. The Coopers, the Chiltons, the Fletcher, that must be what Fletcher Bay is named after, Tuller, Solomon Priest, and Rogers. Oh yeah, Beaumont was here at the beginning. I'm sure we'll find more out about that. Hey, I need to be reading that. Sigh. To the men of the Orta, announcement concerning the Tavern of the All-Seeing Eye. So let's not take it over. These guys were partying hard back in the 1600s. Following events of last Sabbath, wherein the summoning of a daemon caused a great... Is this what you guys do for parties at the tavern? You summon demons? Seriously. I mean, we know the Illuminati does not do security and safety. After all, everybody knew the hidden archives were down here, including the, freshmen at the school. And apparently you summon demons in uncontrolled circumstances. Yeah, because overthrew the warding, shackles placed upon thee, and did escape from the cellar, to be witnessed by the fearsome townsfolk not of the order, all reminded that it remains in the first place an alehouse in the court of judging, and only second in secret case for the consultation with the dark aspects. I don't know. Lawyers probably count as dark aspects. NB, until such time as a review of magical protections has been undertaken, no man may undertake such work. Well, why didn't you set that up in the first place? I'm serious. You people have no clue about how to use proper practices. I'll take that. I mean, let's face it, Kirsten's probably the sanest of you lot, and that is kind of sad, really. Oh, what do you have to cry about? I'm the one who's gonna have to go running after dark sorcerers. Ugh. Maybe later. Ew. Alright, you have to die just so I can read this in peace. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Oh, come on. The library, be quiet. What? Oh. And that's actually a good point. The caretakers allow Beaumont to do so because he's a member of the Order from the 1660s. Technically, they're not going to stop him. The Fire of 1712. Now, this is something lore-wise I wanted to track down, but the second report to the Council. In light of the new evidence procured, this investigation committee feels obligated to nuance certain of its initial conclusions. It was a recommendation in the committee's first report to hang Templars in public until they are dead and organize an expedition to burn London to the ground. You don't really have to, guys. London burns to the ground every century or so. This committee continues to stand firmly behind the recommendations that would one, produce a general sense of good feeling in Innsmouth, and 2, serve as recourse for all past and future grievances inflicted by the Templars. In light, however, of one-legged O'Leary's testimony, it must be said that the Templars may not have been directly responsible for the fire and subsequent loss of Illuminati lives and documents. Guessing it was Beaumont. Question is, if Beaumont's one of the founders of the Illuminati, why is he still skulking around here? He should know all this stuff. Hang on. Can I get to this? No. Oh, well, I guess I know what he's doing here now. Devor founded the Blue Ridge mine and built the Devor... That mine in 1876. Remember, Devor is the one who's seen previously it was hired by Illuminati. Found guilty of murdering his wife Joanna in 1881. Sentenced to death by hanging with individual named Beaumont. There he goes again. Numerous references to this person in diary, connected to other mentions of Beaumont and Solomon Island history. Diary also references important papers regarding Blue Ridge Mine located in Mansion, but papers appear to have been hidden. Our agents have been able to retrieve. Devor Mansion has resumed themselves to E. Franklin. I guess we'll be popping to the mansion. Beaumont came by for supper, though I'm getting to suspect, blah blah blah, visiting too often. Beaumont called at the house this morning after breakfast and after asked to speak with me in private. He again insisted to be brought into the mines to speak with the men. He seemed upset and began to shout. This time I refused him. He left in a hurry. Janet berated me for being such poor host. Here's developing findings. Yeah, apparently Beaumont... Why is Beaumont 1881? Why has he waited so long? And obviously he was 100 by this point. He's obviously yet another immortal. Alright, so let's recap. Beaumont, as I'm now correctly pronouncing his name. Beaumont is an immortal, such as us. He's already confessed that. He's from some prior incarnation of history, but he is now free of, a sole survivor of a pantheon, so to speak. And now he's been hiding among humanity for hundreds of years. He joined the initial Illuminati, who were here originally. Get that buzzing out of the way. Who were here originally to the island, drawn to a source of power protected by the native tribes, the Wakasubi, or I'm probably pronouncing it horribly, that they eventually managed to acquire by purchasing it and creating a mine over some sort of subterranean object. Now, the thing is, this is the lock that Beaumont was referring to earlier, way back in episode 11, I think, when we first met him. The sword being the key. Now, Beaumont managed to hang around the Illuminati from the 1800s to get the information of the location, but the key has been missing. Now, skip to 2012, where, in fact, the Lady Margaret and Joe Slater, within that crew of that ship, manages to get lost within the Red Sargasso Sea. They locate a mystical sword, the one that Beaumont was just had, which looks more like a techno-organic device than an actual sword. I guess you could beat somebody to death with it. And brings it back here, in which case Beaumont and his merry band of morning light cultists pop in to seize it, take control, cause virtually every problem here that wasn't caused by Illuminati incompetence, and then he wants to go for the device. Now, here's the odd thing. My guess is they kept the location of the actual device because he was down here looking for it. Otherwise, he could have taken the key directly to the mine. So it's our job now to chase after him to prevent him from getting access to whatever's in that mine. So, to the Blue Mountains, everyone. The heck? I guess this isn't the way out. Yeah, we gotta find a way out of here. I guess we just keep following the arrow. Can't go that way. Okay, so we go down to the lower level here. Of course, going down to get out makes sense, but considering how many tunnels the Illuminati tends to have, just hovering around. Oh, for crying out loud, more of you kind. Traumatic experience? I'm more than willing to give you one. Oh, that was disgusting. You got slime all over the books, didn't you? This must be the older facility. Not many books to it either. The probably got the Necronomicon in multiple formats stored around here, though. Right then. No more interactive books? I'm disappointed. Yeah, these guys aren't attacking me because they're programmed to deal with people reading unauthorized books, and I'm not currently reading anything. Alright then. What the heck is this? Alright then. I lit that up. That's 2. I don't exactly know what's going on, but... Oh! You know what? I have no idea how I did that, but I ain't complaining. Okay, Kirsten wants to talk, and I can get cell reception in a crypt. Jesus Christ, seriously? I have no words. No words. Okay, yeah, powerful sorcerer, no question, but you just let him into a trap and catch your pants down. We are not amused. Do better? I'm sure you can pick up the trail again, very sure. Just, be better equipped and in better shape, because so far, so bad. We'd rather you take your time and get this right than cause another major fuck-up like this. You're lucky he didn't just disintegrate you right where you were standing. Given how inexperienced you are, he could have. I'm actually surprised he didn't. Jesus Christ, I have no words. Kirsten. More encouragement. Pretty sure we're completely outclassed here, but you sent me to deal with the situation. Ugh, come on. For some reason I'm having trouble with the controls. Oh, there we go. Ugh, you. Okay, we're back to the sewers now. Seriously, you have an open door to your archives in the sewers. Oh wait, this is an escape tunnel, isn't it? Hi, filth boy. Whoa! I don't care who forgot you. Things are getting worse. You felt the monsters are coming up. Right then, well... And one crawl through the sewers later, and here we are, bearing fond farewell to the Innsmouth Academy. I brought Rex with me because it looks like we're doing a road trip here, and, you know, he could use a run. But yes, but like most Illuminati institutions, the Academy is a bad place, founded on pain and suffering and the literal souls of the damned entombed in the walls. But it contains good people. The 3 survivors, for example. And I should note that the only people who survive this particular catastrophe, both in the Academy and elsewhere, are those who cooperate. Well, at least for the most part. Not counting the guy being protected by the haunted park. But, you know, despite the social Darwinism of the Illuminati, the truth is, Darwin himself was somewhat ashamed about how his name had been appropriated for that, because in truth, the true adaptation that humanity has to survive has always been cooperation. Well, yes, in these, shall we say, times of illegitimate peace, as it was once called, we feel like we can live without others. We feel like that we're invulnerable right to the point where the paper cut happens. And I will note that every person who said screw this and out of here, every person who decided not to defend the children against the rampaging hordes of the automata and the undead is lying on the side of the waterway, the end of the Miskatonic there. Their bodies strewn about and devoured because, let's face it, there's always more monsters. Be it this world or another. In any case, we're now crossing the Miskatonic and we're heading towards the Blue Mountains. I'm sure we'll find trouble along the way. I do love these covered bridges, and despite the association with New England, there really aren't a lot left of them. I think like the oldest one was actually New Hampshire, and that was wiped out by a storm a few years ago. And speaking of trouble, yeah, those icons usually mean trouble. So, got a bunch of dead drog on the road, which is always a positive sign, and the other one is this telescope. Through the looking glass. A telescope lets you scout the surrounding area. Given the dangers of the savage coast, advanced warning can mean the difference between life and death, and who knows, you might spot something intriguing. Use the telescope to look for any objects of interest. Okay. Oh, here we go. There's the Academy. It's always a point of interest. And that's as far as left, oh, sorry, right as it goes. You know, left, right. Let's see if we can spot anything. Come on. Okay. There's an object in the river down there. I hate to say this, Rex, but you're gonna have to, go the long way around. I'll be activating my magic bee powers. There we go. He'll catch up with me. Alright. Now, what I find interesting is that an island this small has both, you know... Oh, hi, Rex. He looks like he's a water dog. This island, which remember, it's an island, has both mountains, which, if they're actually classified as mountains, means they're over 5,000 feet high, and a river. It's a pretty small island, too, according to the map, so... Wait a minute. Carefully inspect the body. What's this? Hi. Well, the collector... Ooh, we've heard the collector in the comments before. Apparently he's one of Henderson's creations, a sort of Uber. Oh, I know that sound. Hi. Ooh, you survived that. I'm impressed. My sword's better. What the heck was that about? Not even Kirsten knows. Right then, since we've gotten a little sidetracked here, I'm gonna have to get back to the road, so jump cut. Okay, so we're back up here at this scenic spot, and it looks like someone else has been doing our job with the bodies. Let's see. Come on. Activate. There we go. Army of the Deep. The Draug have been pushing towards a small settlement across the bridge. Okay, so there's a settlement here. No one is left to stop their constant raids, and the Draug will soon be able to control the area if they're not stopped. I thought they already were in control. Although, that's right, the only 2 drop points have been the beach, where the demons have been stopping them, and Miskatonic University, which is actually controlled by Deep Ones. So... Oh, hi. Don't mind me, just pontificating a bit. Well, you know, I always like to be polite. Oh, hi. Do you need some help with that? Hang on a second. I think I gotta be part of this. Let's go. I can do this with a partner. This could be a tag team sport. Come on. Hi. Okay, I think this is a rescue mission. I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing yet. Here we go. Take it. Thank you. Do. Oh, come on. Okay, then. Probably should check in here. Did I lose my companion? Seriously, I hope nothing bad happened to him. I didn't imagine him, did I? Because, you know, in this place, I honestly wouldn't quite be... Apparently nobody knows anything about it. I'm guessing this is a small settlement that they were mentioning, which is... looks like it's intact and not overrun by the undead. So... controls are stuck. Give me a second. There we go. Been having it happen every now and then. I'm not sure if it's my internet or the game or what. But yes, we have another settlement here. Red's Bait and Tackle. Now, I believe the sheriff mentioned Red, and there's a pretty obvious issue here with the waterfront, but let's just go in and check to see if there's any survivors.
I gotta say, you made a hell of an entrance. Where do you keep that horse you rode in on? I'm just yanking your chain. It's no coincidence what's happening here and happening now, with us and with you lot. We got a few live ones out here besides us in the schoolhouse. Damn lucky, or unlucky, depending on your point of view. Take Eleanor Franklin, keeping to herself in that empty Addams family mansion for years, stewing on bad blood. Sure as hell doesn't like the sight of me and my kin. Or anyone else for that matter, unless it's a cat. Damn shame. I hear she was a ray of sunshine in her day. But most everyone involved with that mind never comes away quite right.
Okay, after that to do, I think we should probably cut the episode here. Obviously, there's quite a few secrets to plunder in this particular sanctuary, and I think it deserves its own episode. So, until next time, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Secret World.
You will see the dawning of a new age. To be a monarch or a beggar. To lose everything or to become a god. To stand with us or against us. The choice is yours.